Hi guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of my eyeshadow collection. So if you haven't seen my part 1, I'm going to link it up here. I'm going to keep the same structure. I'm going to show you my palettes by brands. So that way you can skip forward if you're interested in one brand in particular or one palette in particular. So make sure you check the timestamps down below. I'm also going to show you some swatches if you can still find it and if I would recommend it to you. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. Okay, so the first brand I'm going to mention is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I have this palette over here, the Master Palette by Mario. It's a really nice palette. It's a very wearable everyday palette. And my favorite shades in this palette are Fifth Avenue, Marina. I also like Claudia, but Claudia can be intense. It's a really royal blue. Paris, Isabel, Lula sometimes, Violetta, Kim is a good one. Muse too, so I don't know. I feel like I like all the shadows on this palette. They're really pretty. This was a limited edition, so I'm not sure if you can find it, but if I do, I'm going to link it down below as well. I also have the Holy Grail palette, the Modern Renaissance. Oh my god, I just got it dirty! Anyways. This is a palette right here. It's a really pretty packaging, and this is the palette right here. It also comes with a brush, but I washed it last night, so it's still drying. This is one of my most used palette as well. This one and the chocolate bar palettes are the ones that I use the most. My shades here are all of them, except Real Gar, Warm Taupe, and Golden Ochre. I think those are the ones that I don't use. All the other shades are my favorite. So yeah, if you're looking for a warm palette, something different, something that you can use every day, but it's not browns, I would recommend this one hands down. At first when it came out, I wasn't really sure of getting it because the berry shades were intimidating a little bit. But my sister-in-law, she was really impressed with it. She bought it. She was really happy that she bought it and she kind of recommended it to me. So I had some points from Ulta and I decided to pick it up, and oh my god, you know, the hype is real. Even though it kind of looks intimidating, it's really wearable and it's really pretty. You can get some really intense eye looks, some really soft eye looks, but always feminine, so I like that too. So from my entire eyeshadow collection, and that's a big statement, if you want to pick one, I would recommend you to pick this one because it's that good. It's not a limited edition palette, so you can pick it up at Sephora, Ulta. I believe they have it on their Anastasia website. If you are looking for something, just check this one out. For my next eyeshadow palette, I have one from Violet Voss. It's the one that in collaboration with Laura Lee. This one over here. This palette is really pretty. I'll show it to you. I'm not sure if you can still find it in the market. I really like this palette because it's a warm palette. It has really intense, like really intense shimmer shadows. Now if you pick it up with a brush, it probably won't come out as well, but if you use it with a finger, it's intense. My favorite colors from these are Tickled Pink. I also like Hissy Fit, Alabama Whisker Bobs, and Press Pot, Mama Bird. I kind of use it sometimes. Riches I use a lot. It is really nice. 1998 is really nice. I mean, most of them are really nice. Anyways, next I'm going to talk about Lorac. One is the Mega Pro 2, and these are the shades right here. This palette is very pretty, but I'm going to be honest, I don't use it that much. This palette, I didn't buy it. A friend gave it to me as well. There's some pretty eyeshadows that I do like. I like Olivine, this one right over here, and Blue Quartz looks really pretty too. I barely used it. Prosecco though. One time I was making an eye look and I couldn't find a really nice highlighting shade. I don't know which palette I was using, but I kind of picked this one and I saw Prosecco and I used it as a highlighting shade, and oh my god, it was really pretty. These shades are really creamy, so it's really nice, but I feel like for my skin tone, most of them I don't know how to, I guess I just don't know how to come up with an eye look, and I feel like that's the hardest part for me. It was like too many colors that I don't know how to combine. I don't think this palette comes out anymore. I'm gonna try and search it for you. And if I find it, I'll link it down below as well if you're interested. I also have the beautiful Pirates of the Caribbean palette. This one here, it's from Lorac as well. I have a few reviews of this palette. I also have a few, I think 2 makeup tutorials from this palette, so I can look it up for you. This is the palette right over here. These colors, at first you might think they're not very wearable, but you can come up with a really nice eye looks with this one. Mostly smoky eyes. It's not an everyday palette like I'm really interested in, but it's really nice and it's a good collector's item. I'm a Disney fan, I'm a Pirates of the Caribbean fan, so I thought I should pick it up because it's a limited edition. Now you can still find it at this point, I think only at Ulta and maybe Lorac. So if you're interested on this one, I will suggest you to pick it up because I don't know for how long it would stay in the market. And for the last brand that I'm going to talk about, it's going to be Morphe. And don't worry, I didn't leave it for last for any reason. It was just coincidental, I guess. But I have 3 palettes from them. I have the 350M, 350S, and the Jaclyn Hill with Morphe palette. This is how the 350 palettes look like. This is the matte shades. I do like this one. I always stay around this warm area over here mostly. I barely use these dark shades and this whitish shades. I don't use them that much. But it's a really nice palette. So for example, if you saw the first part of this eyeshadow collection and you saw my Urban Decay Electric palette, I probably would use this one for transition shades. I also have the 35OS. From them both, this was my favorite because I like shimmery shadows for the lid. It's a nice eyeshadow palette and I mean you can't beat the price. For both of them, I think I spent $40. I think it was, each one was for $22. Like if you buy them individually, it's $22. And I think there was a special price if you buy the bundle. There's another 350 palette that mixes the mattes with the shimmers, and a lot of people do enjoy that one more. But I'm extra, I wanted mattes and shimmers only, so. I also have the Jaclyn Hill palette. If you saw one of my eye looks, you already saw this palette on the back. It's different from the Morphe palettes as you saw. It's not plastic like the other ones. These are really pretty colors. Honestly, I haven't used it that much. I recently got it. I think I got it maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm not really sure. But I haven't used it that much. I've only used it for videos, like for reviews, for swatches, for following a makeup tutorial. But I honestly haven't used it by myself that much. I think I used it only once. In my review video, I came up with the look and it was really pretty, so I used it next day. I really got a few compliments with that eye look, so I don't know. Yeah, I think that's all. Like I said, I don't have a bunch. I don't have like hundreds and hundreds of palettes, but I feel like I have enough, and even most of them, I don't even use them at all, so yeah, I feel like I have a bunch. I hope you enjoy this eye collection. I have other collections that I can show you. I probably can do this a series if you're interested. If you haven't watched my eyeshadow collection part 1, I will link that below, so check it out. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing, and if you're a subscriber, make sure you hit that bell button so you get notified every time I upload. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye!